Hello everyone, my name is JMLisondra and today I'm going to teach you how to paint this wonderful seascape painting. So today everyone, I'm going to paint the crashing waves. So this will be an imaginative painting, so it will be all from my imagination, and I will do my best to make it as realistic as possible everyone. So today we're going to use oil paints, and yeah, I didn't paint all paints. I didn't use all paints for a very long time, but I'm very excited today, everyone. Okay, and please don't forget to subscribe if you subscribe it and hit that bell button if you want to receive some future notifications of my new videos and tutorials. Okay, you can see all the materials needed on the screen. You can see there the 5 different colors, the brushes that we're gonna need, and all the things that we're gonna need to paint this painting. Okay, so let's start now. So let's do a little bit sketching first. So you can I will try to use this small flat brush. So I have here the linseed oil mixed with turpentine. I'm gonna wet my brush, and then I'm gonna use this raw umber. So my horizon will be here. There. And then I'm gonna put rock here, everyone. And then this is just very simple. So this will be a crossing waves. And it will cross through here. I'm using raw umber, everyone, for the, or I think this is burnt umber. Okay. I was thinking to put the sun here. Yeah, maybe a bright sun there. Like I really like to put bright sun. And then some clouds, something like that. Maybe, or maybe a mountain here. Yeah, maybe like that. And then the sun on this part. Okay, that is my plan. If you want to paint with me, just follow what I'm doing. You can also use the turpentine if you want to clean your brush. Okay. Okay, so I will just use this bristle flat brush, everyone, to paint, because if I'm gonna use this one, this is also fine, but maybe I'll just use this one because I like the bristle flat brush. You can use also this one, this 1.5-inch flat brush, but maybe I will just use this one. Okay, so I'm going to try to paint the sky first. Can add a little bit raw umber. Oh no, linseed oil and turpentine. Okay. And then we're gonna use a little bit blue. No, red. I'm sorry. Red to make some purples. And then some white, everyone. Actually, you can use palette knife. I'm adding some raw umber, everyone. No, I'm sorry. I'm adding some purples. I'm always mentioning that raw umber. Because here, I think I'm gonna put sunset. Because it's very hard to, it's very dangerous if you're gonna mix the oil paints, everyone. Especially the blue. You're gonna mix with the yellow, it will turn greens. So I'm gonna use purples to divide these two colors. You can put red. Okay, I clean my brush. I'm gonna use now the yellow and then red. And then some white also. Okay, so let's be careful, everyone, because this is oil. Okay, it's very hard to let it dry. It's not like acrylic, everyone, that we can change that right away. So I'm gonna use this pink or red with the white. There. It blended so well. Looks like pastel, everyone. The color looks like pastel. Smooth. Add a little bit red here. There. Very smooth. And then we can use yellow. See, as you can see now, everyone, it doesn't mix. It doesn't turn. It didn't turn. It didn't turn greens. Okay. Okay. It's smooth now. And then I'm gonna clean my brush. Or I'm gonna use a smaller brush now. I'm gonna use this medium-sized flat brush number 8. Okay, so we're gonna use some white here. We can use some white here, everyone, for our sun. There. Okay. And then we can put the mountain on the sides. So we're gonna use the blue and the red. It's reddish purple, everyone. Put a little bit of turpentine. Okay, we can put a little bit orange or reddish brown or reddish purple, something like that. There. Okay. Smooth as that. And then here we can put now some clouds. So red, a little bit of blue, and then white. So just like that, everyone. Circular strokes. Create those beautiful clouds. And then I'll try to add one mountain there, a little bit darker. So the same color, it's purple. So the same brush, everyone, the small size, medium size flat brush. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna use a smaller brush or liner brush, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna use this yellow with the white, or this orange here with the white. You can add, you can add turpentine and linseed oil. You can add something like a highlights to the clouds. You can make it much more yellowish if you want. Okay. And then I'm gonna use this color with the yellow to add some few highlights on the top. Okay. Yeah, as simple as that. So maybe I will test that later on. I'll just leave that way for now. Let's clean my brush. And then let's proceed here to the ocean. Okay. So we're gonna use this brush for the ocean, everyone, medium size brush number 8. So on the ocean, we can use bluish purple. You can add some white. But since the sea is rough, so the color might be darker. And so we have to put also reflections. So it should be straight, everyone. I'm afraid that my horizon is not straight. Okay, I'm going to add also a little bit bluish with the white, or some reddish, because this is sunset, everyone. Okay. And then clean your brush. I'm gonna clean my brush. We can add now some orange, yellow, and then red. I'm gonna put some white. So we're gonna put a reflection here. There. Okay. Yeah. And now this one, everyone, the crashing waves. So the crashing waves one, I like to put there some light greens. Okay. So yellow. And then blue. There. I like this to be look transparent, everyone, because of the sun. So I'm gonna put the yellow and the white. Okay. And then I'm gonna use now more blue. So it will be blue green, everyone. Blue green with the white. So just spread it like that. Okay. Yeah, like shining in this part. And here, everyone, we can put blue and then red. And then a little bit of white. Or much more bluish, everyone. There. And then here also. I am using a square canvas, everyone. I think square canvas is so good. Okay. And then this, I'm gonna put much more red, and then some white, everyone. To create the crashing waves. So that will be the crashing waves here. There. And also here. Okay. Okay. It's a big crashing waves. And we have also to put here on the back. So just using this the same color. But anyway, this is just underpainting, everyone. Later on, we have to use the palette knife so that we can detail it better. So the same color here. So light purples. No, I mean not light purple. Yeah, light purples like that. There. Okay. Yeah, and then this one, everyone, this rocks here. And put that later on. I have to put first some light here. Okay. There. I'm gonna clean my brush. So this is a slowly progression, everyone. Yeah, it's been 34 minutes. Okay, this one I can add some raw umber. So this is just, I'm still adding the underpainting, everyone, because I want to get rid of those raw umber with a little bit of white. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's add also the bottom part, but we can add yellow and then red. Can add some raw umber. I mean turpentine, I'm sorry. Yeah. More yellow, everyone. I'm going to add a little bit of white and then raw umber. Everyone can add a little bit brownish. Okay. I'm gonna put more raw umber here, everyone. Okay, so we did now the underpainting, okay, the background. So let's slowly start adding the details, everyone. It is very important. So I'm gonna use now this palette knife. So I have here the yellow and the red. I'm gonna mix it here. There. Can start now adding some some details using the palette knife and some waves of everyone. So I'm using the lighter color with the white. I'm also going to add some yellow with the white color. There. Okay. I have with the white everyone with a little bit yellowish. There. This one also, let's put some highlights coming from the sun. I used yellow, a little bit of red, and then white everyone. There. It pops up, okay? Yeah. There. Yeah. So just like that everyone, using the palette knife. Actually, palette knife is not that easy to manipulate also. Okay. And then I'm going to add lighter purple here. We're headed to the ocean, everyone. Okay, maybe a little bit reddish. Add a little bit red, everyone. Or it should be like reddish purple. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna use now the small flat brush, everyone, or the liner brush. This one. I'm gonna mix for blue and the red to make some darker purples. Okay. You can create the lines like that, everyone. From the top to bottom to create the flow of the water. Okay. Then this one also here. You can add some waves also on the bottom part. There. And here also, everyone, you can add like details. Yes, it is now going better. And then we can now add the white foams using the white color here with the light purples. Just create a zigzag like that, everyone, small whites. And here also. Do not use too much white, everyone, because this part does not hit by the light, so it should be uh, it should be uh, like a lighter purple. Yeah, I think that's wonderful, wonderful crossing waves. Yeah. Okay, and then using this color also. There. Okay. There. And then another waves here. These are white foams, everyone, I mean. Okay. Just use the small flat brush or the liner brush, everyone, to create a better details. Okay. And then the other one here. Okay. And then I'm going to add some darker raw umber. Okay, and then I'm going to use the bristle, the small flat brush, everyone. Where's my small flat brush? Ah, this one. I'm gonna mix blue, yeah, with this purple, with a little bit of red. Yeah, adding a few purple, brown or bluish purple to make it look like water. Okay, and let's put also some more foams, white foams, using the same color with the white. There. Okay, yeah, that's a beautiful, that's a very beautiful crossing waves, everyone. I like the color, so bright, like it's not even sunset. Looking sunset. Okay, I'm gonna clean my liner brush first, and then I'm gonna use white here. And add something like that, everyone. That is splashing. There. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That looks good. Yeah. Okay. So it's 1 hour, everyone. I'm gonna finish this part here. So I'm gonna use this palette knife. Let's put some blue and more red, white. A bit umber, everyone. Okay. So I just use the raw umber, everyone. There. And then we're gonna use this color here. There's reddish purple. We're gonna also use raw umber and white. There. Okay, so I'm gonna add some tiny reflection, everyone. There. Okay. Can also add some few rocks. And then we can also put some greenish, everyone. So I'll just use this yellow and then blue here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's beautiful. Yeah, those rocks, everyone, looking good. I'll just try to add some depths, everyone, like dark, something like that. And then I will be done. Yeah. So I'll be using this liner brush, blue and the red, with the white here. So I will just add depths, everyone, because I think this is just too light, so I have to add some darks. And even here. Okay. I'll just blend it a bit, everyone, like that. There. Okay. Yeah, that's a beautiful realistic painting, everyone. And here also, I'm going to add a little bit. Okay. And then some more umber. So I'm gonna use this small flat brush so it falls. And then raw umber. Can also create like that everyone to create water, to create reflection of the water. Okay, and then I'm gonna use again the palette knife. A bit more, everyone. Okay, and then I'm gonna use this again, this white, but I'm gonna use a little bit, not so much, just the ombre. Okay. Yeah. I think this is a beautiful painting, everyone. I like the texture of this painting. So good. Really, really good. Okay, I'll just try to retouch some more parts and then I will be finished. Especially in the sky, everyone. Just retouch a little bit. Yellow and then a bit of red. Yellow and white. There. Yeah. It adds. Okay, so I think that will be all, everyone. I still have a lot of paints in the in my. I cannot turn it back on the on my oil paint. So wait. I'll just try to retouch more. There. Okay. Yeah, so wait. Okay, so that's it, everyone. I think I am done. And so far, so good. Yeah, I like it, everyone. I like the splashing water there. So good. And I think this is just very easy, everyone. Very simple painting tutorial on how to paint, how to use oil paint in painting crashing waves. Okay, and it's very good. It's like a sunset with the crashing waves. So I've done a lot of crashing waves, everyone, using acrylics, but oil is a little bit hard to execute because I always let it dry when I paint oils, and now I do wet on wet technique, so a little bit hard, but it's worth it because it turns out good, and I like the texture of this painting, everyone. Okay, everyone, so I want to say thank you for watching this video today, and I hope you get something out of this. And my only advice is to keep on practicing, keep on painting. The more you do it, the more you know how to use your brush, the more you will know how to mix the colors. That's why I'm using limited colors in my palette, because I want you to learn how to mix and get the desired colors you want. So please hit like and some comments, subscribe for more videos in the future. Okay, once again, thank you. Have a nice day and God bless you all. All the glory and honor and praises always belongs to the Lord.